might think the folks of Brisbane town ain't got no style, but we got more of that haute couture than the fanciest fashion file. It all began when a Greek Aussie man drove his new Holden car to a dance. Rock and roll Georges, his trousers were gorgeous. Rock and roll Georges, purple pants. Word got around there were new pants in town. Some folks started losing their minds. People would scream and run out of their houses just to see George get out of his car in those trousers. In a big country town that had only ever seen brown, pretty soon law and order started breaking down. Rock and roll Georges, his trousers were gorgeous. Rock and roll Georges, purple pants. The chief of police said, we ain't no wowsers, but Brisbane's not ready for bright purple trousers. George, it's all gone too far. Son, you gotta stay in your car. So from that day forth, George stayed in his car. He drove from west into town, around and around. But his trousers live on in the Queensland Museum. They're a sight to behold. You should all go and see them. Ain't got no style, but we got more of that hot culture than the fanciest fashionophile. It all began when a Greek Aussie man drove his new old car to a dance. Rock and roll Georges, his trousers were gorgeous. Rock and roll Georges, purple pants. Rock and roll Georges, his trousers were gorgeous. Rock and roll Georges, purple pants. Next week on all the catwalks in France. Rock and roll Georges, purple pants. There's a lot of little local history. Now you know.